Greetings and welcome to Princes of Darkness, Crusader Kings 3. So, this is going to be the start of the new series there. If you guys wanted to take a look, I had the poll up for a couple days now, like over a week. And honestly, the voting is actually kind of close. There's like 29% chance for the Revenant Mage. We'll go into all that later. And then like 24% chance was the Werewolf, the Garou. But we'll get into all that. So, if anyone knows about the Princes of Darkness, it's based off the World of Darkness by White Wolf. So, Vampire, the Masquerade Bloodlines, if you know of that, or Mage, or, you know, Werewolf, all that jazz. So, it's all about vampires and mummies, demons, all just supernatural things. And this was actually, like, the most popular series I think I've ever done back in the when it first came out. So a couple years ago, if you guys want to go check out the old series there, that was we played as a vampire that had no clan, and we just created our own clan. It was good. We became a god basically. It was hilarious. It was fun. Anyway, so Patron War. I don't know what these so these are all these clans here. We'll take a look since it's been like a lot of updates. I'm not gonna lie. It's been, like I said, like at least maybe a year, 2 years maybe, since I've actually even played this, because I wanted to wait. So, I don't know what's new, and this will be really nice to figure out. So, I know I'm just kind of rambling right now. Apologies also that no CK3 last Friday. It was my birthday and all that, so I had a wedding party to go to, and then we combined that with like a little birthday celebration. It was fun, but very tiring, so go check out that. I did upload the CK3 Game of Thrones, and apologies, this is out late. I passed out last night, or this morning. Oh, wow, they added Vlad? Oh, that's actually really cool. I didn't know they had last time they didn't have a Dracula as far as I remember. So that's actually really cool. 1510, 1230. So I think we're going to go for the 1230 starts, is what I'm thinking of, but Patron's wish does not represent the after the Black Death. Alright, yeah, so this is about patrons, and these are the more ones. We're gonna probably do, yeah, the recommended start. And, Bloodlines. So this is, if we all feel like, you know, if you guys want to get all the information there. There's a lot. But we're gonna create our own character here. So let's just go into that. Alright, so like I said, this is just kind of going to be our first episode 0, kind of our introduction to our character, see how it all goes. So once we do all that, we'll find a place where we want to go. So, I keep saying so. Based off of the vote, it is the Revenant Mage that has won the poll so far. And maybe if it's overcoming by the time of next week, by kind of an overwhelming margin, because like I said, it's like maybe one vote off from the werewolf. So if you guys want to see the werewolf one, vote on that by next week, and then we can do that real quick, and I'll just go through an overview. But this is like the main introduction to the world before we get into the full series. But so if we take a look at all this stuff, we have everything like Courts of Love, bunch of all these vampires. There's gonna be werewolves. There's mummies around, I think, somewhere. You're a vampire. Honestly, I don't know where the mummies are, but there's magic, all that. Now, if I recall, one of the things is, like, the major objectives, which will be our campaign goal, is as a revenant, basically, I think we need 3 high-class vampires, 4th gen, and we'll get into the explanations of all that more as we start, as well as controlling either Baghdad or Alexandria. So what I'm thinking is, we don't want to start off in Alexandria or right next to it. We want to kind of expand and do all this and plan, or Baghdad. So I'm thinking we start here in Damascus or the Diet of Olives as some kind of count, and then just make our way up, you know? So Alright, so there's Jerusalem. There's Damascus. I'm just wondering, where is a lot of stuff? Because I don't really play around this area very much. There's Mecca. So we could play in the Ashira Caliphate and then make our way like to Baghdad. There's Mesopotamia. Anything interesting in Mesopotamia? Or, honestly, I'm not entirely sure where we would go. This is actually kind of, like I said, the introduction. I want you guys to let me know where would be a good place. Because if we're a Revenant, this area here is going to be the one we focus on. Last time when we did our Canaanite Clanless Vampire one, we were here. The whole goal was to, like, create our own clan and take Rome and created all that. So we were Italy. Now we're going to head over here. So, Palmyra, Order of Moloch. That's sounds like a demon. Nope. Alamut, the Lost Tribe, the Ashira Caliphate. The one thing that's going to be a difficult issue is, I'm thinking, like, maybe like just Aleppo or Palmyra, or like I said, Damascus, start off in one of here, is we will be a different religion. Because that's also something that we should probably do. Order of it as a Nile. Alright. Well, let's just take a look and see what we can do here. So let's start with, say... That's a count. Yeah, the Duke has that. Jewelware. Homs. Shazar. I kind of want to do something around here. You just have a Duke. We gotta start as a count. Oh, wow. So, yeah, the Sheer Caliphate. I know I'm blah, 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 being all weird and everything right now. When I really should. Doesn't really matter once we create our character, so I'm just blathering about, so. Alright. Create our own ruler, and then we'll take a look and then just continue on. So, once we do all this, first things though, we will be male. I don't know why we're so short. And we'll go through all that. First things though, we need to pick a supernatural trait before proceeding, which is no, it's other trait. Yeah, pick a supernatural trait. So we do have demons, mummies, werewolves, hunter, Quajin, revenant, ghoul, and vampire. So like if we wanted it to be a mummy, that tells us mummies are called the Undying or Reborn. If we get rid of that, and then to say if we wanted to be a demon, which has their own, all these have their own like unique objectives, especially every clan. Caitiff, that was our clanless one there. Was a demon. Demons are fallen angels. This was actually a pretty interesting idea that we might do later down the line, because as a demon, you take over someone's body, or you can possess an object possessing someone. So it can be Sauron or something like that. So then there's all this magic-y stuff here. Cannot be, already has the opposite trait of demon. So what? Power out was +5. Psychic. One of the psychic powers. Simply psychic. Sorcerer. Hedge magic. Fomari. Drone. Gorgon. Kami. Unbondable. Cannot be blood bonded. Stuff like that. That's, I'm pretty sure, the demony things. Alright. So. And then if we do like Quajin. Going through over all of these guys first. Quajin, these are Asian vampires, basically. The 10,000 heroes chosen by the August. Test of skill and courage, feed on ambient chi. They don't really feed on blood as much. They do, chi things, and they have their own unique way of like generations and stuff, like dharmas. And then you can choose yin, balance, yang. Dharma is basically their version of generations. Low. There. Usually feeding 500 years to achieve this. Needing 500 can feed from the ambient, so you don't need blood anymore after that. Called body. I can never pronounce this. Bodhisattvas. Sattvas. Bodhisattvas. Yeah, bodhisattvas. I don't know why it's so difficult for me to say that one, but pro hours plus 25, lifestyle experience. Can feed on the ambient chi. Can feed on the ambient chi. Chi by breath. Feed on chi by blood. So 4 and 5 is the breaking point for blood stuff. For Kuei Jin, and then you have Yang, balance, and then Yin. And they have their own things there. Earthbound. Yeah, here we go. Earthbound are like demons. Demons of the fallen, earthbound, fallen. And then there's the one where it's like you control an object or something. Risen, lament. Like some of these, like I said, I've not played this in a year or so, so I'm looking at all these as well. Wu Tian. Or you can't do that. And Theurgist, Oathbreaker, yeah. So then if we go to like werewolf, we can be a ghoul werewolf? That's interesting. Huh. So then if we go down here, we got disciplines there that gives us our special powers. I'm looking for specifically werewolfy things here. You know, we could choose these. Immortal. Interesting. Alright, that's something I think we'd have to get there. I think that there was a whole new update just for werewolves, so that's why that was a good option. Hunters, if we want to be a normal human hunting vampires, a la Castlevania and all that jazz. Noah's favor, the Hierophant, Tail Spinner. Can torture, execute, or physically hurt a spirit. Oh, wow. Alright. Interesting. And then Vampire, which we already just basically we all know vampires. And then Revenant. So, a Revenant is a ghoul, which is someone who is given vampire blood but not turned into a vampire. You know, it's kind of like, you know what ghouls are. They're usually the assistants and stuff like that. Slaves, usually. An independent ghoul born with vampire blood. So, Revenants are basically like when two ghouls have a kid. Kind of become more close. In between ghoul and vampire is what a Revenant is. So, that's us. So now we can add more things here, but we'll do that later. So, then we gotta go down to all this faith stuff here. So, as a Revenant, I don't know which one we do. Children of Gaia's Werewolf, Devil Tiger, Ferryman, Bowman Society, or the Oath Circle of the Oars, commonly called the Ferryman. Communal Identity, Mendicant, Preachers, Inner Journey, Geta Fenris, Fishers, Fianna, Heretical Dharmas, Ignorance. This is for regular mortals. Move courts. Oh man, there's like a lot. And I might take a quick look at the guide just to give me a quick idea on how it would be a good Revenant thing. So give me a sec. Alright, so the advice was we get just to make our own path. So at the moment, I guess we'll stick with like a road of blood. The Tariq el Hakim. So that's in a road of blood. Let's see if we can find something like that. Just so we don't, you know, end up being holy ward to death like we were in the last series. Which was, oh my god, made me despise holy war so much. Watchers over Watchers. Adherents of this path concern themselves with rooting out corruption. Active diablerie is almost a rite of purification. Indeed, one of the main tenets of the road. Huh. Sisterhood of the Atom, yes. You know what? The Road of Blood actually might be pretty good for us at the moment. Via Regalis, via Equitum, via Mercator. And like I said, we're probably going to just make our own anyway, so. And as a little opening to what we're doing, then yeah, sure. No, we wanted to continue on. So then we have more traits here. Wait. Yeah, we're a Revenant. There we go. I don't know why I didn't accept that at first. Got all the generations there. If you wanted to create your own, you could only go up to 4th, and then hopefully get the idea, not the idea, but the option to go after a antediluvian, the 3rd gen, like we did. We succeeded on that one, so we became like a god. A walking god, I think, was actually like the trait we got or something. So, blood sorcery, celerity. First things first, though, we are going to Methuselah's Thirst. What the? Oh, that's if you beat Methuselah. Fair enough. We want to do Magic-y, Psychic, and Sorcerer. Psychic phenomena or simply psychic abilities. I don't know if Sorcerer itself, but let's just be, a psychic Revenant. So as a Revenant, though, we, unlike being a vampire, can die. We will die of old age. We are not immortal, so there is that. So I can make ourselves overpowered, but eventually we will die. We'll live a long time, but we will die. So I'm trying to think of making something that's not overpowered, but also, as the beginning, because I don't think we'll succeed with our first character. We have to just accept that. So, Revenant, Sorcerer, Psychic, and that's only because of the new stuff there, and we've never actually managed to do, like, actual magic-y stuff. So let's be a genius. You know what? And we'll be robust. Well, like I said, this is just the beginning. We're not actually creating our character now. I want your guys' advice on what we should do first, like I said. And where we should land. So, what would be some... We're not going to get any advanced stuff. Because we already have these, so that's going to take us down other lifestyle choices, if I recall. But what else would be good? A bomb boy. What kind of ones would we get? You typically get disciplines based off of the clan, but we are ghouls, technically, so I don't know what clan is around us. I should have actually looked. So maybe just regular, normal ones. Chemistry. Daemonian. Dementation. Dominate Flight. That's a new one. Fairy-blooded vampires. Fairy bloods. Steal knowledge and other powers attributed to Fae? Huh. Necromancy. Obfuscate. Obtenebration. Potence. Presence. Protean. Quietus. Of the Osmites. Well, maybe that's what we're on. We're near the Osmites. Animalist Experience. Temporis. Valerian. The Salubri. Vicissitude, and then, yeah. Just the advanced version, so. Let's go for... Typically, I think we get, like, 3. You know what? Let's do it. Valerian. Dominate. Chemistry. Celerity. Canite can summon and control... Oh, this is blood sorcery. Yeah. World in slow motion. You know what? Let's do... Temporis and Auspix. Yeah, we'll just take 3 and just see how it is. Actually, you know what? Maybe we'll just take 2 because we are technically all this, but we'll do 3. Let me know how you guys think when we actually create our characters here. We're in the Kurdish area. Iranian, eh? Alright, Ancient Egyptian, Akan, Arabic, Baltic. So, we're in the Iranian, so that's here. Persian, Kurdish. Balok, Dalamite. looking at ones that have a good, you know, traditions that would actually help us down the line. Mountaineer, Search for Higher, Stalwart Defenders. Persian, Refined Poetry. Dryland Dwellers. What about Indo-Aryan? Yeah, no. Iberian, Horn African, Israelite. Niger Delta. That's in Africa. Alright, well, we'll stick with like this and then maybe change it down the line. I really actually want to know what can recruit IR men at arms, conspire against knights. Okay. Stalwart defenders, defensive war, swords for hire. Desert travelers, esteemed hospitality. Persian. Saka. And maybe we'll just check out all that stuff. Oh, we'll just stick with being Persian, I guess, for now. And we'll edit all this later down once we actually create our character. So this is just to take a look inside the game. Prowess is actually a big thing. I'm just randomly clicking every now and then. And then, yeah, 17. Oh, first name is empty, yeah. Random Persian name. You know what? I remember Prince of Persia, the movie. Education, is there anything good here? Wow, that's an Exalted Warlord. Oh, I didn't know they added a 5th one. That's actually really cool. We'll just stick with like something like that. Personality stuff we should have. And like I said, doesn't really matter at the moment. I have an idea. We obviously always choose ambitious because that's what we play as. I like to try to play with their traits. So, done. Cool. Do we have even a dynasty? Yeah, I have an idea if we do play as around here for names and everything. So let's just start. All right, so here we are in the county of Homs. So what is around us? A bunch of Persians. We have some Bedouins. There we go. Welcome to Servants of Darkness. Prince of Darkness is an overhaul aimed at that. All of this. So if you guys want to take a look, we can go through this when we actually create our play. So this is Vampire Mechanics, Ghouls 101. See, and it even lets you know when you play a certain someone. Recommend to only play as ghouls and revenants after you have a good grasp of vampire mechanics, as they both use similar ones, but with less possibilities and more difficulties for the Servants of Darkness. Ghouls are immortals, but revenants aren't. Their lifespan is greatly improved over mortal humans, however. Both can have children, which are likely to become revenants. More so if they are revenant couple. They got access to special buildings. Yep, there's no embrace, diablerie schemes, and the like available to them. While unnaturally healthy, you aren't immune to diseases, so could potentially just die, and then we could restart. But we can go to the Wilderness lore, the story so far. And this is basically just telling you everything about the beginnings of the World of Darkness. All the vampires are descendants of Cain, and the like. There's generations. And we're going to do that. Alright. And then talk about vampire mechanics, back to the beginning there. Then we have the world and its lore, wipe it out. I'm good, but I want more details on stuff. So in the next couple days we'll get more opportunity. So let's just take a look, because I'm curious here if we wanted to do. We have the Web of Knives, Makran, Alamut, Baghdad. Alright, yeah, so that's Mesopotamia here, Baghdad. So potentially either go for Baghdad or Alexandria. Either way, I think our first goal, if we do play, you know, around here, or as this kind of character, take like Jerusalem. There's Palestine. Now, if you take a look, the cities are different because in the Prince of Darkness, they're different. I just said that. Prince of a city, a new special building, but I should actually look at ours. So we have this him. So we have. You do not have the trait vampire, so we can't have that. So we would want to switch this out with something that we can do, which we need money for. Family rights. You present yourself as an heir to a splendid but largely forgotten house. Whether that is true is irrelevant. What matters is who recognizes as such. So that's the only duchy building we can build. Influencing mercenaries. Family estates. Family worship. Family muscle. See, different kinds of buildings here. Enterprise, family connections. So that's how that all goes. Fortunately, this is not our culture. We'd have to get it changed. Promote culture. Baroness has only got one. Unfortunately, I think most of our... Oh yeah, you're a vampire. We'd have to make sure we're not, you know, exposed or eaten by the vampires. We can always take a look. It's like Saliana, the Red Empress, Michael of Nephilim. There's Erico, there's Enoch, and then there's Cain. Go down the line. Enoch the Wise, Zila the Beautiful. Basically, I think our goal is, let's double check here. Steal the power of Vitae. You are an independent ruler. You have the trait Blood Sorcery Advanced. You have the trait Scholar. At least one of these. You completely control Alexandria or Baghdad. Capture a powerful, advanced, potent grandchild. 4th generation of Irad. 4th generation of Enoch. 4th generation of Zila. So basically, these grandkids. So, 4th generation. Any 4th generation we need. So we need 3 4th gens, basically, of the main clans. And then we can steal the Vitae. Unprecedented assault of the secrets of Vitae entails retrieval of ancient manuscripts as well as studies of your own. The procedure itself will require precious and rare ingredients, most notably tapping into antediluvian bloodlines. And antediluvian is before the blood, so 3rd gens. Which is what you can only go after, basically, when you have, I think it might be a timeline, but once you have the options, like you have your 4th gen, I think, and then you can go after one of these. Sumise, Duke, Biolog. Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of different options there. Custom character, invite Swan. So recruit gardener, search for caravan master. So those are all our options. Not much difference there. So, big major component in the Prince of Darkness mod is the fact that armies, not really useful. It's all about commanders. It's all about your knights. Because prowess is what gets you to win. You can have only 6 of them and then take down an army have 1,000. But the real battle is only between the knights. So, the more prowess you got, the better chances that you're going to win is. Simple there. Kufa. Like I said, I've never really played over in this area. At one point, maybe we should do an Asian campaign in India, or technically, what is this? The White Tiger Court? Well, no. Maybe in like the actual, game. I don't know what it would be called, but you know what I mean. Persia, all that jazz. So, we have that going for us. Anything else real quick, since nothing I know is true anymore. Court tutor. So Revenant, fertility, health, huge boost. We should live at least over 100 years. So there is that. And then if we go here. Yeah, see if I chose Psychic and Sorcery just because so we can see what this stuff is. And Genius just so we can go down because these we all know. We all know how long it's going to take. Learning experience 9. It takes forever. 23 a month. 6. 23, yeah, so 23 a month in order to get like any of these, which we can't even do. We need to actually have it in order to actually choose that. So we can go for this, Valerian, and then we can go down through all this. Like, look at all that. Whole lot of different ideas. The last Dracul. This is vicissitude. New shapeshift. The Dracul form. Diplomacy -10, prowess +10, dread gain. Liquefy the mortal coil. Might of the heroes, stuff like that. That's in potence. And I don't know how we actually get these if we don't start off with them. So that is a major problem. I think we might actually have create name. Unlock a character interaction to remove every hook, claim true secret knowledge in relation to from the target. Oh, creates a whole new identity, and then we can gain access to the dreaming. So this is like I said, I keep repeating this to give you guys more of an overview before, so you guys can go vote. So the poll's still going to be up. We still got another week, basically, is what I'm saying. If you guys want to figure out what would be good, since I meant to actually make this kind of video earlier, but apologies that I forgot. So what else? We had Aspects and Temporis. So we want to go Hall of Hades Court down this line. Like, this is new. I don't know what any of these. Summon history. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I might actually even make like a side campaign that I'll personally just be playing off, because honestly, I'm kind of tempted to play as a demon, because I think there were some pretty cool objectives to try for that. See if they had anything new as well. But that's my own personal thing. So we have Aspects and Sanguine. So here's all the blood stuff. Quietus, Investiture, Bring the Plague, Daemonian Presence, Blood Sorcery. I think we looked at everything here, right? Yeah. Animalism, Protean, Serpentis, Turnabout. Not really interesting to look at until we actually have the options to go down these routes. So if we wanted to, we could go down this, and then I think we could, get the stuff. Sense of Death, Injury Resistance, Gift of Sleep. I don't know what this one is, what this one's supposed to be. I think it's also Valerian, since, yeah, Valerian is Warrior and Healing. Because the Salubri, I think, were going to be an interesting series. I think we were going to play as them originally in the very first series I did. Hurt every knight of the target. Oh, wow. Fist of the Titans. Interesting. That's Potence. Blessings of Vitality. Fortitude. Resilient Mind. Shadow Twin. And I think eventually we can go off and do like the Dreaming, which is like a weird other realm that's magic-y, and it's got a lot of stuff. The Power of the Voice. I don't see. Is there one that can? Alright, well, anyway. So here we go. Psychic powers. So we wanted to do Psychic Focus. 6 a month. See, things take a while when you're a vampire. Allows you to gain a pet. Anti-Psi. Immune to psychic powers. Astral projection. Gain access to the astral reaches. Bile control. Clairvoyance. Psychic vampirism. Psychoportation. Allows you to teleport. Soul stealing. Psychometry. Psychic healing. Precognition. Necropsi. With the being of the Umbra when you are in the material world. Interesting. And then sorcery. So we could do a Theurgist, and then we can go down that way. Bind Wraith. Theurgist, I think, might be pretty good. Being a Theurgist mage human hunter could be, I think, pretty interesting. But yeah, so Necromantia, unlock mark for return, banish the dead. Alright, then we have alchemy, conjuration, cursing, conveyance. I don't know anything about the magic stuff. I created a character once for the tabletop mage game. Never got a chance to play it though. Gives us some more money for taxes. That's always nice. Healing, fascination, general opinion. Vassal base. Unlock summon character interaction to make an online character comes to court. Oh, that'd actually be pretty cool. Weathercraft. Huh. I don't know if how that would work, but that seems really fun. Mana manipulation. But yeah, so that's all the perks there, and lifestyle focuses, all that. There to be courageous. Here's all the religious stuff. Oathsworn. Vassals are less likely. Oaths are the basis of feudal order. Judgment. Calm, patient, and brave. Sanctioned diablerie. I think this might have been a good starting like religion to base ours off of. Bedlamite. Interesting. Alright. Here's the masquerade, making sure humans don't know us and what we're up against. 0 exposure, so that's always good. And that's blood hunger. We don't really need blood, so I don't think that's gonna be real relevant to us at the moment. But here we go, the beginnings of a character or a campaign. Let me know what you guys. Who should we play as? Should we continue on as the Revenant Mage idea that's being voted on? I'm not saying that don't vote for something different or vote for something different or anything. I am just saying it could be neck and neck. I am leaving it up for another week. So who knows how many other people are going to vote once they see this. But yeah, go check out the community page on the channel. Vote. Let me know what you guys think. I think I did have like just about every major thing. What were the good options? The demon, kindred, so vampire, Garu, werewolf, revenant mage, human hunter were the top 5 I put on there, and then you guys can put a different like option, like the mummy, if you guys really feel like it, and then just like that comment as a vote. But yeah, so there we go. We'll go into more depths of like actual people and stuff like that, and you guys can ask questions, and I'll do my best to answer them as well. But as it stands, where should we start in this whole wide world? Keep in mind, if you guys want to check out, there is a Wikipedia page, basically. Just type in Princes of Darkness Wiki, and it gives you to the mod wiki page. A lot of information. It's really good. Highly recommend it. That gives you a lot of information and what we can do. There's even like a whole page, I think, dedicated to major objectives, which would be like our campaign series goals. So you guys want to take a look and see what they say. Like I said, like steal the power of Vitae. This would be a really cool. This is a really good campaign series goal to go for, especially it's a good story-based thing that we can do. But luckily, I did read it, and it said like we need to Baghdad or Alexandria. Before I even knew, I was like, oh, we could start off in Iceland. That would, be honest, probably take a little bit longer to get what we needed for that. So maybe if you guys want to take a look at those objectives as a, more informed vote on what would be pretty good. I mean, vampire ones are pretty self-explanatory ones. Every clan has like a bunch of different objectives they can do and all that. We could even redo another Kata series where we create our own clan again. I don't know. But you guys want to check that out. So there's me rambling. Hope you all enjoyed this. If not, you guys can let me know. Leave suggestions and comments and all that down below. And Leave a like if you like, leave a dislike if you dislike, but tell me why, and I shall see you all later. Sorry, I'm waiting until it gets 40 minutes. Bye.